Hello, welcome to you Lords and Ladies of Fate. You've once again found yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the stories being told on your screens. In order to do so, you must spend Fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or even just engaging with us in chat. You then use those Fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in custom items, or make the players say silly things. Even force the adventurers into random encounters. Tonight we're playing Tomb of Annihilation, an adventure module for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And joining me will be Jeff playing Kenneth Noisewater, the Halfling Monk.
Hello.
Next we have myself playing Yacob, the Human Ranger. Followed by Felix playing Scrod, the Human Barbarian. And then we've got Keyblader playing Xavier Thatch, the Human Rogue.
Hello, everybody.
And then to mitigate the will of the fates, we have our very own DM Dave. No, not that one.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chult. I have, I believe, another session of Letters to Lenny to get us back up to speed. So, Scrod, please take us away.
Dear Lenny, Kenneth did decide to take a seat and notice something behind that curtain. Well, we are in the heart-shaped floating tree talking to an elf named Valeria's Shadowmat. She's been helping us with some new information in dealing with the death curse. And she is really interested in our map of Chult, and I'm not sure what all transpired since me and Dragonbait were hitting rocks off the island with my great axe. She did seem happy to share a book with Xavier, so maybe that wasn't all bad. She isn't all bad. And Stallion must have been unhappy because he didn't get a book or something, because suddenly a fight broke out. I wasn't sure what happened because I was polishing Dragonbait's scales, and he was braiding my hair. Anyway, the team battled some zombies, including some Galarian ones, while Stallion just sort of stood there. I'm going to have to ask him about that later. Yacob entangled Valeria in the net and stopped the fight, and then we are just holding her for questioning until she gets her voice back. Oh, and that mysterious buzzing that accompanied us on our way through Chult seems to have cleared up, but has been replaced by random wind sounds. I really have to learn how to deal with spellcasters and audio technology. Take care, Scrod.
And Scrod drops the sealed vial into the mystical pool of earthen water in the middle of the room while we flash back to you all are here surrounding Valindra Shadowmantle. You have her pinned to the ground, but she is still writhing and screaming invectives. It's still very hard to make out what she's saying at the moment, but with every passing second, it becomes clearer and clearer. Kenneth, you are up.
Well, what are we doing now, guys?
I'm kind of hoping she doesn't bite anyone's hand. That never put it over her mouth.
If you want to hold your action and see what she does. She's up.
I have another section of rope that I'm gonna just toss over to them. Here, you guys can use this.
All right, who's currently engaged in holding Valindra down? I know Xavier made the tackle.
Yeah.
I think probably Dragonbait and Artis both have hands on, and Scrod as well.
Yeah, I think I was there too.
All right. I would say, Yacob, you're able to receive the rope then. You have a hand free with everybody else on. when Kenneth tosses
Yeah, I
the
think I
rope
was
to you.
just trying to basically hog tie
Alright.
while they were holding her down.
She on her turn, she stops. She goes very quiet, very still, and stops resisting. We are out of initiative.
Whew.
Yacob, go ahead and make a just make a dexterity check to see how good you are on these knots. She's not struggling, so it's not very difficult.
I don't think I did that twice by accident.
Yeah, we'll take the first one. You hog tie her up. She just lies face down on the floor, not moving. As you get her tied.
All right. That cage, like, are we able to actually like utilize that? Is it open? Or is
The mechanism of the cage is fairly simple. You pop it open, and it's kind of like one of those dog cages. It doesn't have a key; it just has a mechanism that locks in place.
All right,
But yes, you get her into the cage.
Looking at it, I have manacles actually.
Oh, well, there we go.
Okay.
Kenneth, you walk over and affix the manacles. Yeah, you have the key. Yeah.
Yep, I gotta have these in my pouch.
I'd like to take some cloth and gag her.
Okay.
She's a spellcaster after all.
You take a strip of cloth and bind and gag her ruined mouth. She fixes you with an icy glare the entire time, but makes no move to resist otherwise. Her eyes are still that sheer, pure black, though.
All right. I think Xavier, I think we should take this time to go through her notes and see what she was really up to.
Heck yeah, she was crazy. It's only fair that we steal her secrets.
She had the key to the desk drawer around her neck.
We don't need a key. Watch this. I'm gonna attempt to open it without
Right.
thieves' tools.
Without thieves, you're just gonna.
I don't have thieves' tools.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, I do.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
an oversight.
I was
I
like,
do,
you
I do,
must.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a.
Oops. So that was
make
proficiency?
yeah, it's with dexterity check with proficiency.
Neat.
So it'll be a +4 total.
Okay. 4? Or no, 6?
6 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lock defies your attempt to crack it open.
May I try again?
Yep.
Open says a me. Ooh, that's gonna be 19.
All right. You jimmy the lock, and as you do so, you feel a wave of heat.
Oh God! No! Oh God! Me and my beauty health. Dex check?
No, it doesn't. It
Oh.
doesn't. But something very hot is in the drawer.
I say this anyway.
You can see.
I say it anyway.
You can see flames licking at the inside of the drawer. It seems
Oh.
that you
Ice.
Can I try and take whatever I can salvage out of it? Like,
Yes, make a dexterity check.
I get she's doing scorched earth.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Oh god. 11?
You are able to get like a scrap of paper out. You pull a notebook out, but by the time you get it out, it's disintegrated to the point where there's just sort of a little, and the inside of the box is, or the inside of the drawer is an inferno.
Okay. I look back to her and I say, "Clever girl."
She is bound and gagged, but you can imagine there's a little bit of a smirk on her face. So what you find, or what you have on this little scrap of paper, it looks like correspondence, and it has the phrases that you get out of it that are interesting are Red Wizards, Saztam, Szasstam, that seems to be a name, and okay, so make an Arcana check to see what you know about either of those.
Get fun for my trap again. Oh man. 9.
So you've heard of the Red Wizards of Faye. They are evil wizards.
Okay.
You don't know Saztam.
Okay.
But you know that the Red Wizards of Faye are generally, necromancers. They generally, anything they get their hands on, they use to further their own power, and they're generally not good guys.
Okay. And I guess I look to everyone else and I say, I think she's part of the Red Wizards, guys. They're not a very good bunch of people. They're kind of good at necromancy and they're evil.
Well, should we take her with us and dump her off at the next town or civilization that we come across, or turn her over to the authorities?
The two Tabaxi guides sort of fly down, and as they land, River Mist says, "There is not the only place where there are authorities is Port Nyanzaru. If you wish to take her all the way back up there, I suppose that could be. But it is going to be treacherous going with an unwilling prisoner." I can let you. Here, I'll pop you over to the map for a second so you can see. Yeah. You think with the flying, that'll take 2 full days of flight to get back to Port Nyanzaru.
How many days do we have left with our wings?
This is your first day.
Yeah.
So that would put you 3 days into 10. 3 days in 3 days of your 10.
We've got a week left.
All right.
Let me see. Otherwise, there's the camps that. Let's see. Stallion came from Camp Righteous. Nobody knows anything about Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, I know Stallion wanted to go to Camp Righteous.
So that would be a day. to get to Camp Righteous. Let's see. I would say now it's starting to get towards the afternoon, or it's evening now.
What do you guys think?
Oh, I don't know where is Stallion anywhere. Where'd he go?
Stallion's napping in the corner.
Oh,
Yeah, where did Stallion
Yeah.
go?
Stallion is snoring away. That fight really took it out of him.
oh yeah, it's tiresome doing nothing.
All his hard work in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you can't ask him. Oh.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there
have
it
to go to the group. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm hoping the chat just decides where we need to go. Would the chat do that?
I mean, they can't determine what characters.
I mean, we could
So,
throw her off the edge.
What?
not a fan of
goes. She
murder.
drowned though.
Not a fan of murder.
It's not murder. It's gravity.
Yeah, but it's
Distinction without a
it's
difference.
If
gravity.
anything, it's the sudden stop at the end is what's gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Is there food in this place?
Oh.
Like in her little hut here?
You look around. There is no food, no water.
Besides the pool here. So what's the standing
There's
here?
other, there's nothing to eat or drink. Actually, make an investigation check.
Oh, investigation. Oh my God. 14.
So yeah, you find no food or drink. You notice that there is something sort of glowing in the embers of the burned drawer.
Is it our map?
No, it is not. It is
I poke at it.
it looks like a lockbox. It's about, I'd say, a foot and a half long, and maybe only 3 inches wide. 3 by 3 inches by a foot long. Foot and a half.
Take it out. I take it out.
And
throw it on the table?
it is made of metal, and it's still glowing dully hot.
Oh,
but it cools off after.
I'm gonna put my hands in my sleeves and I pick it up with my sleeves and.
Yeah, it has a key hole on it.
We don't need a key. I'll thieves tools it.
All right, go ahead and do the same check.
Ooh. 20.
You work and work and work at it, and just when you think it's going to defeat you, you're able to pop it open. And inside, resting on a bed of black satin cloth, is an arrow. One single arrow.
It's black?
It's the sort of the
Oh, it's laying in its black.
yeah, the satin casing inside is black. The arrow just looks like a arrow.
I want to arcana it.
Do Arcana on it.
Here, tell me your secrets, arrow. Oh. 10?
Yeah, you can't really confirm or deny your suspicions whether it's a magical arrow or not.
I think it's a magical arrow, guys. Who else would have just one
You're
single
safe
arrow
to
in here?
assume why she'd keep it away, but what kind of magical arrow it could possibly be, escape to.
I touch the head of it, and I say, I think it's an arrow of death, guys. Or it could be a dragon slaying arrow, I'm not sure. I adjust my spectacles.
It could be either one of those.
I don't know nothing about no magics.
Mm-mm.
Actually, I do have. Wait, yeah, I have the identify spell.
Oof. Heck yeah.
It's narrow. Moving on.
I mean, it's not if you want to identify.
Who's I'm gonna keep watching the lady. That's okay.
She
Oh, Fabric.
watches you back.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was clear, but I was just gonna be there.
She is sort of her eyes flick around to whatever's going on, but every 30 seconds or so she comes back to you and just stares at you for a while.
Well,
so Yacob, are you going to identify it?
yeah, I'll identify it real quick.
All right, is that
a ritual?
It can be.
do you want it to be, or do you want to do it?
I was just gonna use a furnace slot on it.
Okay, so you focus your not insignificant knowledge of magical items and draw forth the weave of magic to query what this could be, and the answer comes ringing back to you across the weave. This is an arrow of lich slaying.
Arrow of lich slaying. Nice.
If I knew what a lich was, that might mean something.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know of any liches around here.
Don't know a lot about
That's the most dangerous. That's the most dangerous kind of lich, is the one you don't see.
Well, it's of my opinion, since I seem to be the one that's in favor of taking her somewhere to drop her off
Yeah.
instead of killing her or just leaving her here. I'm willing to take that burden on myself.
Oh, does my lifting capacity work with my flight? I take it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm carrying boats and things already, so she's not going to be much of a change.
It'll just be your straight carrying capacity. It's not the push, drag, or lift capacity.
Tired of the
So,
burden.
Tired of the boats.
I would say with both boats and a humanoid, you're going to start struggling.
Okay, I like the idea. Could I put the boots on my hands? I know that's not going to happen.
Wait, you're flying, or you're striding springing boots?
Yeah, those are the ones that take encumbrance right out the equation. Well, I think that's abusive of the entire process.
Your speed won't be reduced, but I would say you'll start to you'll start to probably take exhaustion if you carry them for too long. Although it's that distance to the camp. To Camp Righteous is only a day's work. So worst case scenario, you take one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'd be willing to do that. I mean, if it's Yacob, if it's all the same to you, because I agree. I don't want to go, just knocking somebody off seems a little unsporting.
Correct. No monster hunter, not a people hunter.
People are monsters.
So yeah, I guess I'll be helping to tie her to one of the boats.
Are you gonna head out now? It's starting to be evening. You'll be traveling at night if you head out now.
Oh, okay.
We can rest here.
Wait till the morning.
Yeah.
You rest here overnight?
That sounds good to me.
All right.
In a haunted house. We're gonna stay in a haunted house. I'm gonna be mucking out the zombie bits then, getting those off over the cliff while we're at it. I don't know if they're.
Didn't we find some type of boots that teleportation or something?
You did indeed.
Yes.
You have the boots of teleport.
Yeah.
Where's that
Right
going?
Boots of teleportation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm wearing them. I don't know how they work though.
Not well.
Where do you want to go?
One way to find out Click those heels.
Click the heels. Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull those up real quick.
Okay, and then we have to go find you again, because who knows where you're gonna go?
And miss jump.
Oh yeah, they're shiny. While you wear these boots, you can use the action to cast the teleport spell at will.
At will.
Very
At will.
familiar. So where are you trying to go? Depending on the level of familiarity, there is a there's a roll to determine whether you successfully teleport there or somewhere else.
Well, I was just wondering. I don't know if I want to use them.
So, but that's how it works. You tell you where you want to go, and if it's a very familiar spot, you have a 75% chance of succeeding. If it's somewhere you've never been and you just have heard it described before, it's much more difficult.
That's dangerous.
Is it just one person?
You and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice.
Oh.
Or a single object that you can see within range.
So if we wanted to, we could try to teleport back to the port.
Yeah.
There might be how many is in our party, guys?
You and 8. That's enough to get all of you and Valindra, right? Oh no, I'm not counting Stallion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Neither are we.
9, 10.
Neither are we. Don't worry about it.
There is. If you are counting Stallion, there's one person who will have to stay behind.
We can do some Home Alone math.
Buzz and Oliver.
What is it? What is it? Once per day?
Well, it's at will. So actually, yeah. You
I
can
like at will.
Right back.
Yeah, just pew 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 pew.
As an
everywhere.
action.
Well, we're
yeah.
pretty familiar with this place, so we could always come. We could just teleport there, drop her off, and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or with a 25% chance that you might disappear into the ether.
Not.
All right, gather
Yeah,
around.
what's-
I like those odds.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Why
So
am I-
you are heading to Port Nyanzaru.
Yep.
I
Um,
like the idea that we need a sing redemption to roll the barrel polka called Let's Split the Party. No one's gonna leave me hanging. All right.
Who's staying behind? Who's the one staying? Is it Stallion?
Stallion, are
was
you okay with us
porting
leaving?
back and
Okay.
so we're just
I'll
porting
stay.
back and forth. Maybe some of the guides and stuff should just stay.
I'll stay.
All right. Well, yeah. If you you can.
I
you
guess
can
like
pop
yeah,
back
there's
and
like
forth,
does
so.
Dragonbane want to go back or they like those guys there? Oh, we found them outside of the
Well, they say
port already.
artist says if we're just going to be able to come back right back here, it wouldn't hurt to head back to Port Nyanzaru and stock back up on supplies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
should be an easy trip.
And here I thought this goal was going to be useless.
You gather around those of you who are going on the trip. Scrod and the 2 Tabaxi guides stay behind.
Have fun, everybody.
Are you taking Valindra now? Or are you leaving her in the cage?
I think Yacob wanted to bring her with us, so
Yeah.
So she's coming on this first.
yeah, because the plan we're gonna go there, do everything in this, then just come right back.
All right. So Kenneth, you gather these people around you. Yacob and Artis maybe each have a hand on Valindra's manacled arms. Kenneth, you click your heels together thrice, concentrating on the main square of Port Nyanzaru. that spot where you teleported to with Syndra Sylvain not too long ago. The image in your mind becomes more and more real. Like you can almost feel the heat. You can smell the sea breeze. And then the boots disappear off of your feet.
We're good.
All right, I think it worked.
Guys, I think we're still here.
Valindra uses the moment of confusion to act. She, even under the watchful gaze of Scrod, has managed to work the gag to a point where she is able to spit it out. And for a moment, she speaks. And everything goes silent for most of you. As she speaks, it is as if you are deafened for a moment. The patter of raindrops, the chatter of birds, the sound of your own breath all disappear. Only Yacob can hear what she says as she fixes him with her gaze once more. That word that she speaks, Yacob, echoes through your body, your mind, and your soul. You feel cold. Your muscles freeze. Your chest tightens. Your heart stops.
Fucking wizards.
Yacob,
Get an EpiPen. Somebody get an EpiPen.
Yacob, what do you believe happens when you die? What do the Bruised Brothers believe in as an afterlife?
So he worships Diana, the goddess of the hunt. So I guess he would probably believe that maybe that he goes to like a mythical hunting grounds in the afterlife.
As you feel yourself, your body dies. You feel your soul lift. It's the first time you've really been aware that you have a soul and that you are a soul. And you lift up, suddenly everything below you seems so meaningless. And galloping from the sky towards you are two bucks, two spectral glowing bucks, arcing downwards, coming to take you to the fabled hunting grounds. But before they reach you, you feel something else grab you. An irresistible force, a hunger pulling you back deep into the earth and into a swirling mass of souls, trapped with what feels like thousands of others, all crying out for aid or attention or just crying out of pure fear. And something is nearby, feeding. For the rest of you, sound rushes back in, and Yacob collapses to the ground.
Well,
I'm probably going to immediately swing to attack her.
She's laughing. Go ahead and attack. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I kill her.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a hit.
24 to 15.
Your first one's a hit.
All right. 7.
Damage. Who, Xavier, are you joining in?
Hell yeah!
Um,
Right in the eyes. Where's my crossbow? You're catching these right in the brain.
she doesn't resist. She keeps laughing. All of these are advantage. These are hits. After you wail on her a couple of times though, as you Kenneth crack her a hit on her jaw that dislodges some teeth. Xavier, you pelt her with arrows, one after the other. And a change starts to come over her. Her face begins to morph, losing its color and vitality. Her hands become wizened claws, almost thin enough to slip out of the manacles if she were to try. But she doesn't seem to be trying. Her spine bends and twists. She could be mistaken for a long dead corpse if it weren't for the echoing laughter still issuing from her slack jaw.
Hey guys, that arrow seems like a good idea.
I know what she is.
You know what she is. I think by now everyone knows what she is. She does not stop laughing. Okay, Kenneth doesn't know.
I still proceed to try and kill her. Xavier's gonna get a little crazy with it. If she's on the ground, he's just gonna keep right in the face. Face is pin cushioned.
Eventually, abruptly, the laughter stops.
Nothing like she's
And
dead.
it seems that she is little more than a corpse on the ground.
Okay, I get on my knees and I grab one of my crossbow bolts and I just keep stabbing her in the face. That's like, tears start streaming out of Xavier's eyes. He knows what happens, and he's just going full ham.
You stab and stab and stab.
Can I just stop this and just, she's gone, right?
Scrod walks over Xavier and lays one large hand on your back. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Xavier would probably stop crying.
Go check on Yacob.
Yacob is dead. You feel his wrist. There is no pulse, no warmth. His eyes are glassy and cold.
I'm sure there's a necromancer around here somewhere.
You forget the operative part of death curse.
Yeah,
Artist.
Jacob's not coming back.
Gone.
He can't come back.
Artist lays a hand on your shoulder, Kenneth, and says, we should probably, I don't want to seem callous, but we should probably take anything that you think he would have wanted you to have.
Go
I
loot
think
the
she
body.
just, she was mad she got beat. But if she is what we think she is, this isn't the end for her. So I would say we should get everything we can out of here that's of any use and make haste. if this is where she's going to be coming back to, he gestures to the drawer. He says, she's obviously willing to get rid of, you know, she's obviously willing to go scorched earth. I think we'd be only justified if there's anything any of you can think of to make things more difficult for her when she comes back.
It crashed.
Is this a tree?
So it's a floaty heart thing.
But these sort of stump-looking things inside are the roots of this giant stump up above. So there are large sort of branch or root-like growths reaching down through the inside of this earth moat. And you can see you. Go ahead.
Oh, would you say that the roots are holding this rock together?
Make an investigation check.
Well, we could let the air in.
Oh damn, 28.
Good.
Yeah, you think if the tree were to be burned or otherwise gotten rid of, you at least think you don't think that the magic that keeps it afloat would fall, but you think that this cavern inside might collapse.
Yeah.
Or you're pretty certain that the cavern inside will collapse.
Yeah, I was thinking we could burn it.
Burn it. Burn it. Burn. Burn.
All right.
Everything.
As a question, I mean, I'm standing here with, Xavier's broken up and now he's in a rage to burn things. So what was that, guys? I just do not know.
You mean like meta? You mean or?
Well, no, I mean, you guys want to explain to me what's going on? Because I mean, I know there's a bad person, but now I don't understand when you're talking about someone's coming back. Like she's gone, she's right there. There's a pincushion. So what's up?
Well, I actually, I should say, I'm not entirely certain how the death curse would afflict her, but from her casual, she didn't attempt to fight back too much once she got what she apparently wanted. So I assume that if she is a lich, as we expect, she will regenerate within a matter of days. Wherever her physical heart resides, which could be on the other side of the world, it could be in another plane of existence.
This place kind of looks like a heart.
It does. It's worth a try.
Can we? I mean, because there's
around?
like earth moat thing. Like, do we? Oh, I was thinking that the cavern itself was a heart. Because when you looked outside, it had the blood stuff pour in, and the veins and stuff.
Make an
metaphor.
Arcana check, Xavier.
I was gonna say, because my player knows that. Oh my god, 14.
You think that it's usually a phylactery. You're aware is usually a much smaller item.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't really make sense for a lich to have their phylactery so visible. I mean, it's huge and it would be hard to destroy, but it's also hard to miss. If that is the case.
God.
So you think there's no harm in trying, but you're not sure that that's gonna really do it.
So what did she do to Yacob now that he's gone?
I think she used a very powerful magic.
Incredibly powerful.
She
A ninth level.
bided her time until she could get close enough, and I don't know.
Yeah, the world just
Artist
got a lot.
seems very broken up about this too.
Yeah, the world just got way bigger and more dangerous for Scrod. Like single touch death was not something in his worldview at this point.
Game of strike to all of us. We had no idea what she was.
Yeah, she whatever magic she was using to conceal her her lichly visage was extraordinarily powerful. But it clearly dropped away as she neared death.
So yeah, it's time to start chopping up roots.
Yeah.
Chop them or
Yeah.
burn them.
Burn.
All right.
Want to
Just
say
going
that,
for-
burn.
You all make your way to this balcony. What's the go with Yacob? You taking him with you?
Yeah, I'm carrying
Yeah.
Yacob.
Yeah, we.
I'm gonna be willing to vote if I have to carry Yacob.
Yeah, Scrod, you take him under your arm fairly easy. I mean, Scrod, you take Yacob under your arm fairly easily. You all make your way out to this balcony, and let's see, who's got fire stuff? Does Stallion have anything that causes fire?
There's
He doesn't have
tinderboxes.
a spell for fire.
Tinderbox?
Say again? Yeah, tinderbox will work. It just takes some.
I got a tinderbox and
And
oil
torches.
If you use a flask of oil, that starts it and makes it go a lot quicker.
So did we get everything out of this that we wanted?
You can make one more search if you wanna look again.
I wouldn't mind
wouldn't
doing
mind.
that.
Yeah.
All right, make another investigation check.
Extra flammable, honestly.
Extra flammable.
Anything
Right,
that's extra, I'll be happy to go after.
I got 18.
All right, Kenneth, you thinking of extra flammable, you wander your way over to the bookshelf. And most of the books on here, there's nothing here that really catches your eye as particularly useful. Certainly nothing magical. Anything of that nature was certainly in the drawer that she immolated.
Is there anything saucy?
Highs or lows?
Nice.
Yeah, there's a little stash of the Lusty Argonian, volumes 1 through 4.
I wanna stuff it into my pouch.
They're yours.
Oh, I've read those. Quality taste.
See, you're also a scientist.
Yeah. Quality taste you had.
Xavier, you find a chest
Ooh.
hidden behind the bookshelf. You lug it out. It's heavy, but it is unlocked.
I check for traps first.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I ain't about to have this happen to everyone again. Oh my god, guys. I've been rolling like under 5 like all night. I got 13.
Don't see any traps.
Okay. I open it.
Oh,
You pop the chest open and it is untrapped. It's just a regular chest. Inside, it is absolutely packed with gold and platinum pieces.
Oh. Oh.
There are over a dozen gemstones that, just at a cursory glance, each one of them is about fist-sized. You reckon they're probably worth 1,000 gold each. On top of the literally tens of thousands of gold pieces in this chest. There is also a red potion and a spell scroll.
Oh. Well,
here. I'm gonna copy and paste all of this into our little chat, but all told, it is 43,000 gold pieces and 2,600 platinum pieces.
That's a lot of gold.
a lot of that's. Oh God, are you kidding? Hell yeah.
All I'm going to say is, by the laws of meta and chat, I claim it all for Scrod.
That's enough gold to go to a cleric and buy a resurrection.
I think that's enough that we could eat it at Denny's.
If resurrections were going right now.
Yeah. How much does a gold piece weigh?
I don't do encumbrance for gold pieces, so
Okay, I just
it'll be,
inhale all of that.
fine. Yeah, you can vacuum it up into your pouch. Yacob had a bag of holding. That can.
Yeah, he wanted it that way.
That's what he would have wanted. Oh, and we will need to.
From a practical standpoint, he fit in the bag, and will it stop it from burning?
So you actually, you investigate the small bag that Yacob always wore on his hip and put often stored very perishable things in. As you pop it open, a gust of cold air, refrigerated air, gusts
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think we
Bag
actually
of holding.
Yeah, he had a bag of cold.
You reckon you could actually carry Yacob in there?
That's a little morbid, but okay.
Well, no, it's going to be morbid if we take him in the tropics. A bag of meat in the tropics is not going to last long.
No, you're right.
Any perishable items do not degrade while within the bag. So I would say, yeah, that would effectively keep him.
He is highly perishable. Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm just why I'm thinking of this as a barbarian. I don't know because I can't eat him, so I guess I'm gonna preserve him.
No, artist says I was going to suggest taking a shin bone. So I think this is actually a much less gruesome alternative.
Yeah.
Wait, can resurrection do that? We don't have to have the whole body.
If it's a powerful enough version.
I want the
resurrection only needs, or there's some spells, or no, it's like reincarnate only takes a little bit of the body, but you come back as a random raise.
DNA.
Yeah, it's a little hairy.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you have, now you are certain that you've turned this place over. There's nothing else of value. This actually, does anybody go into this room up here?
Which one?
I presume.
Number
We
6.
searched it.
One of us.
Yeah,
Somebody
presumably.
poked their head in there.
Yeah.
But does anybody else like go in there at any point?
Oh, Xavier did.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably like in my search for stuff, I probably would have gone in there.
Okay, make an Arcana check, Xavier.
Aha, you've fallen for my trap again. Please be higher than a 6. Oh,
Nope.
sweet. 25.
You recognize this as a teleportation circle.
Oh, this circle here?
Yeah, this
Oh, the
circle
rug.
here. Yeah, it is actually an arcane sigil inscribed into the ground. This is a permanent teleportation circle. You know that is only possible, as far as you know, that's only possible through casting the teleportation circle spell on the same location for a year. Every day for a
She's been
year.
here for a while then, guys.
So this is a very powerful magic. You can, the way that teleportation circles work is they each have their own unique It's called an arcane sigil. It's basically like their phone number. And when you cast Teleportation Circle, you can basically dial the arcane sigil and automatically 100%, no risk of failure, go to a teleportation circle whose arcane sigil you know.
Is it just going, or is it also coming and going?
It is only a destination.
Okay.
So
So
you
there's no
think
teleportation
wherever.
scroll there.
No, there's only the destination. So
Okay.
you could memorize the sigil that would let you teleport to here if you have the teleport spell, or if you had boots of teleportation. That
I
weren't
look
fucked up
at
by a viewer.
I look
Wait,
at
this-
Kenneth's feet, and then I think, oh man. And
Wait
then
a second. Did this get explained or not out loud?
Somewhere in the middle of the Port Nyanzaru Square, a pair of beautifully ornate garnet encrusted boots pop into existence and are grabbed by a beggar boy moments later and squirreled away.
Damn.
No, I was gonna ask, what the sigil is, did we all hear about it, or is it just in Xavier's mind?
Right now, Xavier knows about it, but Xavier's been pretty forthcoming recently.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely tell you guys. Hey guys, there's a circle here. We can come back here anytime, really, if we use a teleport spell.
What does it take to break that?
Well, actually, I would say with a
That's correct.
with an Arcana check of 25, Xavier, you would know that. I think it takes a powerful dispel magic. You can't just break the circle.
Can we dig up the circle
It would be.
and
That-
basically
That seems.
dump it over the side, perhaps? Because this looks like their way back to their
It's
lair.
like a mobile home.
Yeah, it's like a mobile teleport circle.
That's actually
When I-
not
when I-
cool. Actually, I never thought of that before.
I would
Oh.
say, yeah, if you can, it's pure. I mean, it's stone. It's gonna take
These are pure granite.
some time. It's gonna take
I-
quite some time. I mean, you've got.
Oh, all right then. In that case, Xavier, you're good at removing traps, right?
I guess so.
You good at making them?
Am I? I don't know what that would require.
Is this a spelling bee?
I would.
I mean, it's just
Something?
if you come up with an idea for like a trap you want to set, tell me. Like a tripwire.
Yeah, we got a death arrow. We got a death arrow. We got a spot, and we probably have a crossbow ladder.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I could like rig a crossbow with that arrow, so that if she steps on the pressure.
No,
Crap.
she just breaks a line when she walks. Anything that teleports in.
Well, that's
Yes.
what I mean. It would be right on top of the circle.
Yeah,
Oh,
she'll
yep.
appear. To the spot where she'll appear. That's how familiar
Okay,
you
sorry
are
about
with this teleportation circle. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure that things are rough when she gets back.
Yeah, I see. I'd probably do that. Xavier's mind's starting to become evil, so he's gonna probably
Alright.
rig a trap to do that, and set up like I don't know, like a bookshelf to probably like put it at like eye level, so it clinks her in the
That's the
brain.
hit. Done our mass.
Alright.
It's okay.
No, I have to inflict as
so,
much pain as possible.
No
Maybe-
need. But good. Yeah.
Just make a sleight of hand check. This is going to be like how much rope you use. It's going to determine how well you make the trap, because I think you can put it together to a reasonable. Yeah, but it uses like you
guys gotta stop asking
go
her
through a
about her stuff.
couple designs before you land on something that you're happy with. And by that time, you only have about 20 feet of your 50 feet of rope left. The rest of it is shredded.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Um,
I got another
We,
one. I
do,
got
we,
two
have
more,
another,
actually.
we have another section of rope that was around her corpse that we can use too.
I also have two more
Yeah.
sections of rope on me. Sort of.
And then, what weapon are you using? What weapon are you leaving behind that's gonna
Oh, it's going to be the second non-magical crossbow.
big heavy
Yeah.
yoke? That guy's gone.
I'll take off the grappling hook.
Got it. Yeah, you keep the grappling hook, which was it was just a crowbar, wasn't it?
There's a crowbar with rope attached to it.
Yeah. Okay. So you have the crowbar and rope.
So yeah, I do that.
So you set up this Home Alone-esque arrow
Wait.
trap.
That
Can I
reminds
scratch
me.
her name in the arrow, please?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just.
To Valindra with love.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh. I was thinking for Jacob, but no, I'll
Love from Yacob.
Yeah.
To Valindra from Yacob. What were you saying, Kenneth?
I still have another pack of ball bearings I can put down too. To complete the Home Alone trap.
No,
Can't hurt.
No,
no.
because she might
she'll
fall
slip.
prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like where you're
Well,
going.
I'll just put him further into the room then. So if she survives the bolt,
She staggers and falls directly onto the upturned knives.
Yeah.
And then she really feels like a dummy.
And the boulders come down and squish her.
because even if she survives our assassination attempt, she'll still hate us.
Yes.
I have a feeling that's why our friend here is hated by people, and he worries about people catching up to it. The Home Alone.
I'm happy with this plan.
All right. And are you still going to burn down the roots inside?
Would that affect it too much, or would I just would it leave the circle intact? And all the stuff in that room, since it's kind of away from.
That was a huge. I would say you think. You think if the roots collapse, it will probably only affect this main cavern. These two small caverns off to the side don't have as high ceilings, so they're more structurally sound without the roots.
Then
You think she'd still teleport here, probably get hit by the arrow, and then still be stuck here and have to not have a way to get out of this little room.
Good.
Oh, because it's a teleport receiver. This is a
Yeah.
teleport receiver pad.
Yeah. Now, if there's another teleport circle that she knows of, she can go there.
Not
But,
before she comes here.
But her way to Cholt, now I will tell you, her way to Cholt is pretty well fucked. Once you guys do this.
Yes. Burn.
The
Alright,
pity is
so-
you won't be there to see it happen and get the XP. Somewhere
No, we all
in a
get-
decade, in 10 years or 5 years, we'll just get this random XP bonus. And it'll be like, oh yeah, that thing you did. That happened.
As a matter of fact, you are getting experience because you did defeat the Lich.
Oh.
Everybody is
Not
getting
fast enough.
6,940 experience points, which I'm pretty sure levels almost everybody up.
6
Again.
now.
You said how much?
6,940.
Let me just
And
plug that
Xavier,
in
you get an extra 350 on top of that thanks to Slayer. Thank you for the redemption.
thank you. Thank you.
I like the 6,000, and then Herb just says, here you go, here's a nickel.
You get the 350 bonus.
It all helps. Shit,
Felix, there's also a I'm gonna have to start upping what the money and the shitload money is now that you've gotten a Lich's treasure hoard. Gonna skew the balance a little bit. Scrod, before you leave, you find another loose money pouch tucked into a bookshelf with about 300 gold pieces in it.
Yeah, of course it is. Like, well, I guess I could tip somebody with that.
All right. So you have Jacob's body in his bag of clothing.
Yes, carry that.
Are you guys gonna stay in here for the night and then go, or are you gonna make your camp? Are you gonna light it up and make your camp? What's the order of operations?
I prefer to probably camp here first and then light it up.
Yeah, we should probably just this seems more easily defensible than a camp on the ground.
All right, you long rest. The NPCs each take a watch. You are suspended 200 feet above the ground, so it is a very quiet, restful night. No encounters of any kind. At some point, Artis Simber comes and sits with each of you for a moment. He comes to you first, Scrod, and says, I know it's always hard to lose a comrade. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to ease your burden. And he leans in a little extra close to you, Scrod, and he says, if there's anything I can do for the lad. And he gestures to Xavier. You seem to have his best interests at heart.
I think he'll tell you if he needs anything. I'm just running out of friends.
And will you tell me if you need anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I need her death.
Oh wait, I think that was my scene.
Yeah, that's right. Artis was talking to Scrod about Xavier. He's just checking in.
Oh, about me.
I'm just, the heart is coming right out here. This is daytime Emmy crap right here. It's like, nope.
Oh yeah.
Can I interest you in joining the Solar Patrol story on Monday? But no, I'll let you know. I can't think of anything right now. I kind of now wish that the boots worked and we could have gone see Lenny. The world got a lot less fun today.
Agreed.
Who's gonna run tech and think for the group? But thanks.
Don't underestimate yourself. And he claps you on the shoulder. Then he goes to you, Kenneth. And he sort of slides down the wall next to you, and from a hip pocket pulls out a flask, takes a long swig, and then passes it to you wordlessly.
Well, I'll take a long drink as well.
It is sweet elven wine. Very delicious. Very heady. It gets to you in a way that the sort of more base alcohol that you've had access to in the jungle just doesn't touch.
The good stuff.
He waves off the flask if you try to pass it back to him. It's a hard day.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
That'll fill up tomorrow morning, by the way.
Oh. Thank you.
And then he just stands up and goes over to Xavier. Sort of kicks one foot up on the root and leans over, and he says, "It was good fighting today."
Yes. Only
Was
we
it?
could have killed her sooner. I had to tackle her. I had to keep her alive to question her. This is my fault.
It's not.
Fair.
We didn't know. None of us knew. She hid what she was until she was able to use it to the most effect that she could.
So I should have known.
And, well, we can all think that we should have known. We can all think that we should have done things differently, and the truth is we could have. I'm not going to tell you we couldn't have done things different. But if you spend all your time thinking about what could have been, it makes it a lot harder to focus on what should be next.
Mayhaps. Mayhaps.
We can bring him back. But it's going to require focus. It's going to require drive. It's going to require a shitload of luck. I'm going to be honest. You can do everything right and still lose.
That's life, I suppose.
That's life. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Fair.
The night passes into dawn. Flask of Wine, who is on last watch, goes around gently waking everybody from their slumber. Shall we head, where are we going next? I suppose to the rest of the undead nearby?
Sure.
I don't know. I just wanted to check in. See what now that I suppose one of us is going to be doing the leading, unless you would like to, unless anybody else would like to. I don't mean to step on any toes, but we do know the jungle fairly well.
Let me see. No, I don't mind it. Kenneth, Xavier, do you guys want to step in and make decisions?
Oh, I'm sorry, I just woke up. What were we talking about?
Check the wine flask full again.
Oh. It never emptied either.
It never empties. Oh, probably undead nearby. I think.
Here, I'll pop you guys back to the map.
Xavier's out for bone.
So yeah,
bones.
this big red star right here is the undead concentration nearby, and she sort of gave you a specific.
Kinda.
You do still have one copy of the map, and it's the more
Yeah,
complete one.
Cool.
So you have her little notation of exactly where the map is.
We're getting similar bad vibe waves from this thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
you were
puke waves,
starting to
that's right.
feel the tinges of it as you got nearby.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know you're in the right zone, and she pointed you. You at that point she was still being quite forthcoming, other than the fact that she really wanted to keep your map.
Okay.
And I will say now that you're flying, you have the aerial advantage. It's going to be fairly easy for anybody to navigate, but you don't have the automatic success that Yacob was, unfortunately.
I see. Hmm. Like, so this is going to have one of those cave things that I was sort of present for, right? That yawning cave mouth that we really defeated when we had everybody.
Yeah, she described it as a dungeon of sorts. But yeah, there will be, you assume, she said Hellmouth, I think.
Yeah.
So she
Mm. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go there. Take this thing out. So, dumb question. We're doing this for what reason again?
The skull keys bear the mark of Raznazi, that you got out of the first Hellmouth. Raznazi is also in Omu. He's responsible for all of the undead and responsible for the Yuan-Ti as well. You just assume that this will get rid of undead presence in the area, and you get the skull key out of it that you assume will be of some use down the track.
Okay, I thought you were yeah. I thought you were saying something like sulkies, like these monsters were just sad and just kicking around sulking.
The skull key.
Okay.
They are a little sooky. They are having a little bit of a pout, but that's unrelated.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to come up with a plan, guys, or what? We just fly on in here at dawn. Well, we tripped off our collapse, right?
Wait, what now?
Yeah. Let's start the fire, and then I think we can just fly in there and see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of blending where we were going and planning and actual travel. I wasn't sure where we were at in that dynamic there.
Well, the trap should be set though, right?
Yes,
Well, the trap is
set.
the collapsing, the destruction of the set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, TARDIS needs to blow up to regenerate this fucker.
I suppose when we're leaving, we probably could set it.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you crowd to the balcony, sort of. Maybe the NPCs start to take flight to give you a little bit of space. Kenneth, you've soaked the vials, or you've soaked the roots in flasks of oil. Scrod, you've reached up high to make sure that the oil was spread along all of the very top of the roots, as high as you can reach. And then
as high as I can fly.
As high as you can fly, even. And then Xavier, you take one arrow or a bolt laid into your crossbow. You light up the tip, soaked in oil, take aim, shoot it as the entire inside of the heart becomes an inferno. You fly away, taking wing, as you watch the roots and then the stump atop the rock burst into flames. As you beat your wings and begin to take flight again to the east, you can hear the sounds of crumbling rock behind you as the earth moat, crumbles in on itself, still floating, but much diminished.
We just this giant explosion happens behind our heads.
No,
Mike,
it's very tame actually. It's almost anticlimactic. It just sort of crumbles. A small of dust and smoke and embers is released in the collapse.
Hopefully none of those embers will reach the rest of the forest.
No, there is a good drizzle going. So even as the flames lick upwards, they are extinguished.
Cool.
You're okay. You're not starting any for this. Actually, all around you, it seems way too damp to light up anyway.
No.
Flask of wine takes the lead if nobody objects.
Nope.
No.
All right. Flask of wine leads you over the treetops. It's fairly easy going. It goes pretty quick, actually. You're there in under an hour. You sight the area that Valindra pointed out to you. Flask of wine points it out first, and then all of you can see some distance below, in the midst of a clearing, is a pit. An 80-foot wide pit, sinking deep into the earth below. As you start to circle, you can see that there was once a staircase around the edge, but it is now crumbling and rotting away, covered with thick vines. As you're this distance away, you notice a couple more things. You notice, first of all, that these waves of wrongness are washing over you. But this time, every time the wave comes, there's this little whisper of voices, unintelligible, but audible every time. Just a little whisper. The other thing that you notice, you can't even tell what language it is.
Okay.
It's at this point it's so, and you can tell that sort of the waves of sickness aren't very strong either. You think maybe as you get closer you might be able to make it out.
Yeah.
You can also see that there is a group of humanoids gathered around the edge of the pit. They're peering over the edge, rigging ropes, and bustling about with a general air of preparation. There's maybe half a dozen more, it's hard to tell.
Those look like friends. Those look like friends we haven't made yet.
Are they people or are they snake people?
From this distance, you can't quite tell. You're gonna have to get a little closer.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that they've noticed you yet either.
Okay.
No one expects the attack from above.
Yeah. I'd probably scoot closer to see just what they are.
Right. Make a perception check.
Oh. Where's my perception? Oh.
Under
Oh.
P.
23.
So as you get closer, you can tell they are all humanoids. I mean they are all human. I believe.
Oh. Okay.
They at least show no snaky, no Yanti forms. You also notice that one of them turns his face up to look at you, and you could swear to God, you could swear to every deity that you believe in, and some of them that you don't, that the person you are looking at is Yacob Bruce. But as you look, the differences quickly become apparent. Jaeger, Bruce, would you please describe yourself?
Jaeger looks a little younger than Jacob. But he's got a distance in his eyes. He looks very dirty. He's got just the stuff all over him. And if you you can even catch a glimpse every once in a while of like what looks like bugs crawling around on him.
So you see this almost feral-looking version of Jacob looking up at you. And then how many other Bruise brothers are there around?
There are 5 others.
Yeah, so there are 5 other sort of versions of Jacob who also sort of start looking up at you, peering up under shading their eyes and looking up into the sky at you quizzically.
I'll yell to Scrod, say, I guess your shape-shifting friend's back.
Are they any more hygienic? Is each more hygienic than the next, or what? Are they all...
Some look fairly hygienic. This is the one that's the most disheveled.
Okay. That's my new best friend. It's the one that's a mess.
So Jaeger, yeah, you see these you see 8 humanoid figures, all with wings, in the sky above you. One of them seems to be approaching slowly, but without malintent, as far as you can tell.
I'm just gonna, slap all the brothers, make sure everybody's, paying attention.
All right. They all gather around. Stand up.
Who are you guys?
This Jacob apparition calls up to you. Xavier, who are you guys?
Jacob, is that you?
Jacob?
Jacob!
I'm gonna fly at him
Jacob.
really quick.
I have a brother named Jacob.
I hug him. Jacob, I thought you were dead. Wait, I need to double check. Where's that colding? Ew.
Hold on, I've got the sack. You want me to bring the sack down and just dump him out like a pillowcase?
Oh,
It's like in the TV shows when you have the family member confirm the body.
yeah.
I get the feeling you've met my brother.
He was put on ice for a while.
It was interesting. He shook the family accent. That was interesting. It was very good work on his part. So I'm gonna land next to them, dumbfounded, and I'm gonna look in the bag myself. I don't know how the bag quite works. If I can peek at it to see the inventory or not.
You open the bag and you see Jacob's corpse frosted over inside.
I'm gonna go over and poke him. Well, actually, I've seen doubles of myself, so you don't have to
You've
change.
seen exact doubles. Now that you're getting closer, this is clearly. Well, actually, make a perception check. Let's
Can I
see if
put
you
his
can
hair
tell.
in a ponytail
Okay.
as like a help action?
Oh, no. It's yeah. Oh, ow.
Yeah, no, that's Jacob right there.
That's Jacob right
Oh,
there.
heck,
Why
no,
are
that's
you
like
messing,
that's a
Jacob?
dirty. That's could be a dirty doppelganger of Yacob.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's just been out in the woods for a while.
And then the
Physical
rest of the
differences.
brothers, are the rest of the brothers nearby? And just as uncanny.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, there's like 6 doppelgangers now.
Oh man. Well, luckily I was friends with the doppelganger, so I'm super happy about this.
One
Do
of
I
them said my brother Yacob.
Yeah.
Step brother.
That's a little weird.
I think this could be a trap.
I don't think so, guys.
Leonid, I definitely
couldn't
think it's a
be.
trap.
Me? One of the brothers looks to another brother and says, Are you pretty sure you're you? And he says, Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We're all us, right?
Never be too sure.
Oh.
All of the brothers sort of take a step away. They like spread out just enough. They're all sort of like eyeballing each other now.
Gonna need a bigger bag, people. We're gonna need a bigger cold bag.
Anyway, where's Yacob? You said you saw him recently?
Very recently.
Yeah. Well, Xavier's gonna probably spin around to like cover his, hide his teary eyes.
What's the matter? Is he okay?
No, he's not okay.
Where?
He's not gonna be okay for a while. Your brother traveled with us, and he was quested with us to lift the curse of death and despair upon the land. And I'm
Tried to
sorry.
take the ring from Frodo.
Yeah, we wanted to carry the ring and we couldn't. He fell. He died just yesterday. And I'm not dumping him out of the bag. I'm gonna keep him in the bag.
The brothers come together, all suspicion forgot. The brothers come together and just sort of close off the rest of the world. They huddle together, and you can't tell what's going on in there. It is a tight knit. Whatever they're doing, they're going through it together. And this goes on for a minute or two, and then they all separate. A couple of them are wiping their eyes and sniffling, but they stand up straight. Yeah. Sorry, brother. I spoke over you. Please.
No, I was asking if they met it. Did they give us the bag when we were doing that?
I did not give you. I have not handed over a body yet. I'll wait for the next logical question, and then yeah.
Where did our brother fall?
Onto the ground.
I point to the big flaming thing off in the distance.
Yeah, you point to the pillar of smoke in the distance, and they all track their eyes over and go, well, a good death, one of them says.
What was it that took him down?
A lich, says Artis Simber.
Loud son of a bitch never did listen to the lessons about the undead.
Artis Simber
what?
sort of cocks an eyebrow and looks over to you, Scrod.
What? Which lessons are them?
Well, we all have our specialties. His is not fighting the undead.
But he was good at knowing stuff. He knew stuff.
He was very smart. Well, brothers and I would like to retrieve his body and probably take him home.
The rest
Hey,
of the
Mel?
brothers nod.
Well, it's good.
Once
I'll just, it's a small bag, right? It's just off my belt, and I'm just gonna kind of hold it forward. And just a bit of a trembly little hand here.
Jaeger, you're familiar enough with your brother's machinations that you recognize this as one of his creations.
Oh, okay. Then I will open it. Kind of look inside.
You see among various vials of God only knows what. You see the icy, well-preserved, but now frozen over, pale blue corpse of your brother Yacob. There's not a mark on him. He looks good. He looks like maybe he's caught a couple scars since you saw him last, but like he looks like he's sleeping. If it weren't for the fact that it is freezing cold in there.
Oh, well, he was thorough, I guess. And kind of like go back into the group with the brothers and have another sidebar with them.
There is a quiet conversation between the Bruise brothers, which everybody else is steadfastly left out of. Not out of cruelty, just sort of out of these guys just do this. They're brothers.
They also kind of have their own language.
Right, yeah. So even if you were to eavesdrop, it doesn't make any sense.
And why does it sound like
shorthand
Jawas? Why does it sound like Jawas? That's all.
What it sounds like almost is like if you were to listen into to somebody else's another team's football huddle, and they were talking about or like a different sports huddle than you were playing, and it's like what is a sneak in this context? I have no idea what that could mean. All the words you recognize, but the context.
Yeah.
It's
baffling.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
these
I'm picking up.
Sorry.
I'm picking up Timba and Damak and words like that, huh?
Yeah.
With the doors wide
Okay.
open.
Doors wide open.
It's not these can't though, is it?
No, it is not. It is Bruise can't.
Oh, okay.
So they have their little huddle, and then Jaeger comes away again. The rest of the brothers are one of the other brothers is holding the bag of colding.
So my brothers are gonna take Yacob home. I've decided to continue on with you to honor the agreement that he's had with your group and taking care of this whatever his obligations were to you guys.
He says it in a tone that Brooks, he doesn't ask, he just says, I'm coming with you. And Artis is just looking at the rest of you.
Well, yeah. It's like, okay. But first, let me do something about them roots. And I'll nickname him Radagast for no reason.
All right, so the brothers all say their goodbyes.
Guys, before you go, so what was all this about that you happen to be doing that you've now had to stop doing?
In this hole.
Oh well, we were going to go down there, but now that you guys are here, it seems like well, got it covered. with the he gestures over his shoulder.
Okay. Wait, no, I still don't. I still don't know. I have no clue. What are we owing?
You can fly in there.
Just that, yeah, it looks like they were going to they were starting to rig up like a complex system of ropes and pulleys to go down, but now that you guys are here, and they're gonna go take care of their brother. So they were going to do this. Just it seems like they happen to be in Schultz as well. They washed up here.
Does Jaeger
and
have
have
wings?
been fording their way. And the Jaeger does not have wings.
I so want to chop the wings off of one of them and see if we could stick him onto his brother.
God.
That would
Actually, when Yacob died, his wings disappeared. They are not still on. They are not still a part of his corpse. They dematerialized as he passed away.
Oh man, that means what's her name is getting. She knows what happened.
Oh yeah.
She just got the little wing nubs, like when Angel tried to hack him off in whichever X-Men movie that was.
They'll be all the X-Men movies.
Probably.
Yeah. They're just not grim and dark enough for me. I don't know why. Okay, so, well, we could, yeah, let's go and finish up what they started. You get on the ropes, and I'll start working the pulleys.
They're
stop
breaking
me
the ropes and pulleys down.
Oh shit!
Actually, as they go, one of them says, "Oh, do you want to rappel down? I thought you could just." Oh, do those not work? But you flew in, didn't you? Those are. He stops what he's doing and affixes his glasses and starts inspecting the second pair of arms growing out of your shoulders. He goes, "This is incredible. And you generate enough lift with these to fly?"
I've learned just to roll with it, but look how big they are. Yeah.
Oh, there you
They're bigger than my other arms. That's how that works. I've learned not to think hard about physics in a D&D game because then the DM, not DM, Gary Gygax has to kill a cat girl. That's what happens.
Shit.
If we talk about physics in D&D. Yeah, no, I was just caught up in the moment of doing this the old-fashioned way. Not a big fan of these.
Oh well, we can certainly leave you some gear here if you want to.
We just need some ropes. Yeah, so we just need ropes.
Sure.
Or are we good?
Yeah, they offload three more 50-foot lengths of rope for you.
Yeah.
They confer together and then decide they can spare that.
Okay.
So you looking down into the pit, your vision. Let's see. That's right. Stallion's the only one with dark vision.
We got torches though.
So yeah, this
one of them could be if we set Stallion on fire. That'll be our next torch.
Is very dark. Even when Stallion peers in, he with his dark vision, he shakes his head and says he can't make out anything more than it goes 60 feet down into darkness. So you're not sure how deep the pit is.
Can I light a torch and drop it
torch.
Yeah.
Throw a torch down.
in?
You can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just stops at kind of 60.
Let's see.
65 feet.
Which would be
About
creepy
60
as
feet
shit.
down, he can see.
Just
Torch. So he'll be able to see. Okay. So you drop the torch in, and it. Stallion reports that he can barely see the very edge of. He can see the barest bit of glow when it stops. So that tells you it's between 90 and 100 feet deep.
Damn.
So that'll be two ropes. But you have enough for that.
Oh, or we could just flop.
Funny.
It was pointed out.
What do you want to give me left?
I'll take my newest friend. So, what kind of clothing and gear are? Well, how are you dressed, good sir?
Hopefully you're not gonna be like greasy and just slide out of your hands.
Yes.
Well, all right. Here's the deal. You forget my natural oily state. So,
Grimy, but it's like a studded leather armor.
okay.
And there are bugs just sort of around him at all times.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I've got luxurious hair. This will be annoying. Smell?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you
There's
smell.
a smell.
I
But to be fair,
Yes.
I think you've probably got a smell too now. You've all been in the jungle for a long time. It's nobody's smelling like roses.
no, I smell peaty with a hint of lilac.
I got that gene out of VO.
Yeah.
I think
So
I have to
anyway,
take
we
care of myself.
but you've got but there's basically a good handle or whatever because I've got harnesses and stuff. I just want to make sure I can get Jaeger down here. So yeah, all right. Well, let's go.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna pick him up and I'm just gonna say, all right, let's get this done.
All right.
Oh.
You all begin circling downwards, flying into this pit. Go ahead and place yourselves and your companion sort of where you would be when you get about halfway down. Are you guys, is there like an order that you're going in, or just is it all diving down?
I figure me and Stallion would be in front.
Okay. With Jaeger hanging on.
You're probably behind them. Or in the
No,
back.
I mean, it's honestly Jaeger seems to know about undead, so I think maybe he'd be a valuable person to talk to occasionally.
It certainly would be.
See if we
I'd
can
say
just pop that in here.
these guys sort of take the inner. Oh, I guess you can't. Oh,
I can't.
I'm not showing you what you're supposed to be looking at. So you can't
I know
put
where-
yourselves anywhere.
I
Okay.
know where Nangalore is. I can tell you
There
where
we
Nangalore.
All right.
There I am.
Here everyone is. So this is you're about 50 feet up. You, those of you without dark vision are starting to see the glow of Stallion's torch. I mean Xavier's torch flickering. And then from out of the darkness, I'm gonna need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wait, that's saving throw.
Okay. Oh fuck! I hit the wrong thing. Stupid. Well, it's even better.
Okay. Also knock my 2 off.
Okay.
Thanks. I don't know how to apply that. If that's a thing I can do.
I think I've already done it. So it should be. Yeah, that's working.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I went through and manually added the override. So. From the darkness below you, you hear a twin cackling sound. And then 2 fireballs arc up from the darkness and explode between you. So if you got a 13 or above, you take 14 points of damage. Everybody else takes 28 points of damage.
Oof.
Man, it's not bad when you roll a nat 1. Because I think I rolled a nat 1. Didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Oh God, does that mean anything?
No, I don't think so.
It means I've lost.
No, spells can't crit.
And we
I
I mean, on the cards, I mean.
So how much did I lose? Oh, you already deducted it.
Say again.
How much did I lose again? Like I don't.
You took 28 points of damage.
Oh, that's me. I've got to do math.
Stallion took. Oh wait, I need to do Stallion as well. He got a natural 1. Sorry, bud.
Question.
Yes.
I have the reaction of shield.
Mm-hmm.
Will that apply in this situation?
Yeah, you are able to get your shield off if you like. Oh wait, but
Well, shield
I
only
think,
affects your armor
just
class.
raises your AC. Yeah, so since this is a save,
gotcha.
it wouldn't help.
Gotcha.
And it's not magic missile, so it's a ball of flame erupts around you all.
New stuff I gotta.
And I think we'll probably roll for initiative next time, because we're just moments away from hitting our mark.